How are you all doing today? We're going to give a couple of minutes or maybe a couple seconds for everybody to join in on us. It's so good to be back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we always say that, right? And then, we are not doing our weekly like we should be, but we promise you this. We're going to bring you so much valuable information that you are able to keep up with, of course, the new information that's coming out in El Paso, Texas, and of course, being able to help you with the biggest sticker shock that everybody has gotten, right? In all of El Paso. If you guys haven't even noticed or even seen, we are considered one of the highest cities in actually taxes, property taxes. And if you haven't received your report from Central Appraisal District and you haven't opened up that report, you are going to have to run to your mailbox and open it up and check that report to see where your taxes are. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about that, Edgar and I, because we've been getting a lot of outreach on, providing comparables and to help with the evidence when being able to schedule that protest and the hearing, and you being able to be 100% ready when you're fighting for your taxes to be decreased. So Edgar is going to explain a little bit today, again, on what we're going to review, what we're going to go over, and then I'm going to share my screen with you. I know I did this like 2 years ago.
Yeah, we're going to give that a shot.
Yeah, we're going to show you exactly what you need to do to schedule a hearing, an informal hearing or a ABR hearing, and get you going. So Edgar, tell us a little bit about, when we're selling real estate and we're doing these payment scenarios, for our buyers, regardless of what type of financing it is, how crazy has it been when it comes to the taxes?
Well, hello guys. Yes, crazy it is for sure. So very important, very crucial to, again, partner up with a great lender that's going to look into what your previous taxes are, because again, we right now in today's market, tons of people are migrating, moving down to El Paso, our lovely city, and they want to make sure that they get to take advantage of these great affordable homes. Now, one of the biggest things that we always like to tell all our prospective buyers that are coming from out of town is very simple. Like, I will work with any lender that you have and that you're bringing. Congratulations, you've taken the first step to being pre-approved. Now, one huge important aspect of that whole payment scenario is going to be, what are the taxes, right? What are your property taxes that home has? Because now we're really going to get down to the nitty gritty of what your monthly payment's going to be.
Including those taxes. So certain areas around, certain areas around all El Paso are completely different. So your protest is going to be completely different if you're in the east side, you're on the west side, you're in northeast, you're in central. There's a tax bracket and a tax entity for every single area in El Paso. So again, if you are on this podcast, and you could rewind back if you need to, we are going to show you the exact steps on how to get ready for you to protest. And of course, my clients that have closed with Edgar and I, we are here to issue a free market analysis for you or comparables to you so that you can take with you, because you need to be ready. It's like court. It's like a court. You have an informal and then of course you have where you go with the ABRs, the appraisal review board, to discuss why your taxes should be way lower.
Very good. And again, also it's very important that we understand three different values, right? You have your assessed value that assessors go and take a look at your they're actually the good guys, because they're trying to be fair on assessing what your property is actually worth, what value, right? Now here in our and I don't want to just say here, but just nationwide, the market has been crazy. Let's call it for what it is. One thing that we saw here for the very first time in El Paso was our actual market values here as a homeowners all shot up through the roof, right? Which is why we had a lot of sellers taking full advantage of selling their home and so forth. And that's great. That is very key. Now, the reason I mentioned that is that's one value. You're going to have the assessed value, and then you're going to have that value that's going to come in, which is your property taxes. Now, a lot of people, and I say this often, more often than not, will just take they receive the notice, and I'm sure you guys have all gotten. I know we got a couple of them that came into our home, and we opened them, and it was kind of like that one crazy commercial. You're like, ooh, right? You're just going all crazy because you see a bunch of different values that are coming in here, and they're all affecting, even last year's. So Jackie and I will kind of go into a little bit of that. If you guys have any questions, please throw them on in the comments on how to actually, Jackie said it earlier, how to do a full, complete protest. And guys, please do it. I mean, it's that simple. If you don't do it, then you're going to take what they give you,
and you're going to be taxed on that amount. So I will give you some explanation on how to file your exemptions if you haven't already. So although us in El Paso, Texas, we have exemptions. So everybody that's listening and everybody that I can share this video with is, if you live in a home and it is yours, you're living there, you're raising your family there, that is considered your primary residence. That is your primary home that you live in. Therefore, you are supposed to be receiving what's called a homestead exemption. If you do not have that homestead exemption, I'm clearly going to show you how this website, I'll give you right now. Actually, I think we could go ahead and get in there, Edgar.
Yeah.
So we're going to share our screen, and I want you guys to reverse back. And if you need to see me on a one-on-one in my office, we can schedule an appointment to do that. There's two very important deadlines. This has to be done. You have to file your protest before May 15th or 30 days from when you got the letter in the mail. So whatever the later date is when you're going to file your protest scheduled date with Central Appraisal District, okay? So again, May 15th is the deadline. If you got the letter in the mail, you have 30 days to be able to file. After that, they will not accept any more protests. That's how strict they are. It has to be like something super emergency like for them to take you after. So I really, really want you guys to please jump on this, because if you have not checked what your taxes are now, you are going to get a sticker shock if it is way higher than you were paying in last year's. Okay, so this is Central Appraisal District. I know everybody could probably see it. If you do see it, please give me a thumbs up, because I can only see myself and Edgar on the screen. So you are gonna go to epcab.org. This stands for El Paso Central Appraisal District.org here in El Paso. So this is basically our board here in El Paso. When I went and protested a couple of years ago, I was able to have an informal hearing, which means that I went strictly I was able to get an appointment and sit with an appraiser right in front of me. And I was able to protest that. So you're either going to get that appointment, or if you have to go higher, then you're going to sit with the appraisal review board members, and they're citizens just like us. They want us to have, just as much, I guess, how can I tell you, exemptions and tax breaks as much as we can get,
right,
because they're citizens of El Paso too. So you want to be super ready. It's like you going to court and you want to have all your ducks in line. So you're going to go to EP Central District. Right in the beginning of the screen, if you could go back, Edgar, to click on the EP cat, right, that one. Okay, this is gonna pop up, this colorful screen. You're gonna click where it says electronic protest. There's two ways you could do it. You can do it online, which I think is more simpler for you if you're convenient with that, if you're more convenient with that, or you can write a letter to the Central Appraisal District, of course, putting the address, your name, and then they'll send you in mail a date for you to appear at the Central Appraisal District that's on Trowbridge. So right when this is for people who are wanting to do this electronically, you click on that screen, and right here, you're gonna scroll down, and it's gonna say protest form assisted. You're gonna click file now, okay? So right when you file now, you can enter your property address here. I'm going to use one of my, let me see. Let's use another property. What property can we use?
Let's go ahead and use 3120. Aurora Avenue.
Okay, we're just going to use this one. Okay, I think my thing is like super slow.
No, go back.
Oh, go to 2021.
Yeah, you're almost there. So here we go.
Click on the previous year, 2021. And then we'll just do another one, 3120 Aurora. This is just somebody else's, okay? Just an example. And it may be my computer, and if it is, oh my gosh. Okay, you see how all of your stuff pops up, guys? So you're gonna see like your subdivision. You're gonna see that right on this bottom right here, if you put your mouse around it, Edgar, where it says exemptions, you should have your homestead exemption on here. So it should say homestead exemption. Everybody should have that if this is your primary residence, and that takes off a percentage of your taxes. So super important to have on there. I will give you an exemption sheet. If you are over 65 years old, you should have that exemption on there. If you are disabled for any reason, for whatever it is, any disability, you can either have the disability exemption or over 65 exemption on there. And that's going to discount your taxes as well. So I will make sure that I can go ahead and provide this sheet to you, or you could go here online, and you have to make sure, guys, that your exemptions are on here. If they're not, you need to go put those exemptions there. I would honestly do it personally. So here, after that, you can see the history here. You could see your land, how big the square footage is. You can actually see your square footage here, the basement, open porch, addition, garage, XYZ. And here you're going to see the breakdown of the taxes. So remember, the city does, how we pay taxes is to different public services that we are having to pay for. So basically, it's the fire department, it's libraries, it's streets, it's roads, it's schools, it's the community colleges. And if you notice, the taxes are so high too with the schools. And, you know, I'm one of those. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is a crap load of taxes. And there's a lot of things in the city that I'm super not appreciative of where my taxes are going. But I think as all of us go in this together, we need to protest together, okay? Yes, you want to sell your house for the highest amount. We never use the Central Appraisal District to determine the price of your house. Those are different comparables that we use. But the key is to always keep the lowest number with the Central Appraisal District when it comes to valuing, okay? So back to where do you want to add on that, Edgar, while I go?
I think we're having a little bit of issues on actually showing it on the screen, guys. So we're working on that here on being able to share the
screen.
They
can't see it?
No. So I think we're just going to have to go from here. Sorry, I was just working on the back end here.
Oh my God, that sucks.
But again,
Alyssa,
guys,
you can't see the screen. Where is she? Okay. Oh my God. He can't see it.
Let me see.
We're here to share again.
We're sharing here. I'm trying to
share screen right here.
Yes, but so let me try to see on working it. You guys can give us a thumbs up if we are able to see it. I think.
Ryan, can you let us know if you could see it now? No. I'm sad.
It's okay. You know, we're it's something here on our end. So give me just a second here.
Can't see it. Can't see
oh,
it. Oh my God, what is that?
We're showing you guys many times here. Okay.
I think it's frozen.
We broke the internet. That's how we do it. Okay, so we can see it here.
Can they hear us?
Yeah, let me get that cleared up here, guys. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, let's see here.
Okay, well, Edgar is trying to fix on that. So May 15th is the deadline to go to protesting, of course. go to epcad.org, epcad.org. On the very first screen that you get, you are going to click on the protest electronically, scroll down and click protest online, and that will give you a date when to appear. The whole goal and the whole reason behind this podcast is to make sure that you have the comparables that are set with you. Comparables are homes that are similar to yours in your area. So with that in mind, if these appraisers are just, remember, they've never been in your house, they've never seen inside of your home, so how could they give you a higher value when they haven't seen the inside or the upgrades that you've done, or maybe not the upgrades that you've done, and they're giving you a higher value compared to a house that has those type of upgrades, or yours is the same as some others that where the price should be lower.
Right.
So when you come into the office, we will need to sit down, or I could do it where I can send it to you. I would need your property address, and I would need to see what you've done inside of the home. Pictures. Do you have refrigerated air? Do you have evaporative cooling? Do you still have Formica countertops? Do you have granite countertops? Have you done things to your home that you feel have brought up the value? If we were selling, it would help us in this situation, but we're not trying to sell your home right now, right? We're trying to help you fight your taxes, so we want to show as much depreciation as we can. And with that, the only people who have those true comparables are your realtors and your friends, right? Which is us.
Exactly. And I just want to add this on the different ways that you can do it. One way that Jackie mentioned earlier, you can fill out your protest, send it to them, they'll receive it. Right now, they've actually made it that much more easier for us property owners online. You get the ARB, which is short for help me on that one, Jackie.
Appraisal Review Board.
Yes, thank you. Appraisal Review Board that will get you a date. And they'll actually what they'll want to do is they'll send you what based on your appeal originally, what they think it can go ahead and bring it down. So they'll give you, say for instance, your appraised value came in. I'm going to just share one here, a good client of mine that we worked on his last week. It was showing 303,000. He was like, whoa, that's great if I want to sell, but how do I do it? I want to keep my home. I do not want to do anything. Well, he got a proposed from right when he submitted his initial comp that he was protesting. They're like, well, if you agree, they kind of want to bargain with you.
So they want to bargain with you, so don't bargain with them.
So that they can avoid, because it really, what is it? One out of every 10,000 protests that they receive are the ones that actually keep the same actual appraised value. So if you don't fight it, you're really doing a disservice to yourself. You're doing
a disservice to your paycheck. I mean, because I'm telling you, going up in taxes like that can run your pocket. That's how much I think one of our properties went up $100,000. It's not our primary, but it went up $100,000.
And there's other reasons for it, right? Like one thing that you guys as buyers always need to make sure, and this is usually like with all our preferred owners that we work with, do this in advance, is they're going to check what homestead exemptions actually belong the previous year, right? Because that will make a difference when you purchase your home and all of a sudden those same exemptions aren't applied to you, and you're like, well, how did mine go up 100,000? Well, let's talk about it. The previous buyer the owner that was there was exempt from over the age of 65 or older. Might have been a veteran and was disabled. Those are all things that that would change and make those values a bit different. But back to what I was stating on the online process, once you get an actual date on there, go ahead and you can decline it, and they're going to send you again a list of homes that have not sold. Okay, they have not sold. They're just kind of throwing some weird numbers. Again, just going back to the way I helped out my my previous client, was some of the homes that they listed that went with so much more higher in value had just sold about a month or 2 months ago. And guess what? They sold for almost 60, 70,000 lower. right? So those are the ones that he's going to show up and be like, look, these are the homes that I came up with. And guess what? It's the exact same homes that they already had. So that value now is going to be much less. So the chance of him winning that protest are going to be very, very strong. So again, guys, Jackie mentioned it. This is where you want to rely on your team of professionals, which is myself and Miss Jackie here, to be able to go ahead and do these analysis for you. Give us a call. I know our number is on here. We can make an appointment and go over that together and guide you guys on how to actually do a full legit protest so that you guys are not at it alone.
You do need those comparables in order to show the appraiser and even go to your hearing. And you need to explain to them with evidence on why your home is not worth over $100,000 more than what they put your home to be. I think on the homestead primary, they are not allowed to go over a 10% year-over-year increase if it's your primary residence. So they are not, very important. They are not allowed to go over 10% of the increased value.
Correct.
Saying the words right? Increased value year after year. So there's a cap they have to go. And so if you're living in this home and you haven't filed your exemption, we're going to have to do that. But you're also going to prove to them that they cannot be going up that high like that. It's just ridiculous.
And those are some of the main reasons, right? What can I protest? Well, excessive value is one of them, right? If you believe that your appraisal district value is, excessive, bring it up. That's a great opportunity for you to challenge that. Maybe it's an unequal appraisal. That's very likely as well. If you believe the appraisal district appraised your home unequally, and this happened to again my client. One of the homes that they compared it to, his is probably a little over 2,100 square feet. This one was 2,800 square feet on a lot that's almost 10,000. Sold a lot. I mean, literally sold last year, and they're comparing it to that home. So those are all things that doesn't fair. It's not equal. So you want to make sure you do that right. And sometimes it's just failure to grant exemptions. Another client of mine, I think he had been living in his home now for a little. I'm not going to name you by the way, but 15 or 16 years that he never filed for his homestead exemption. And he's all like, you think I should do it? I'm like, yeah, it's your primary home. Go ahead and knock it out. And they were able to backdate that and give them credit.
Or disability through the Social Security. Mm-hmm. So if you have any type of disability through the Social Security, you just show that to the Central Appraisal District and they will make sure that they give you that discount. So it's either that 65 or older, disability, your homestead, VAs, I wish I could go to this screen and show you, but I just don't know why. I'll try it one more time with you guys. But if I need to, that's why I put it right here. Go to epcat.org and there's a breakdown of every single little thing.
We'll have it on the YouTube channel as well. Yeah. That'll go a little bit more in depth. We just wanted to go live and share with you because, trust me, our phones are ringing.
Well, time is ticking and you only have May 15th to schedule the appointment. Right. And if you don't get in there and schedule, you will be out of the game. You're going to pay the high taxes and it's going to suck. Make sure. Well said. Yeah, well said. If evidence, right? It's going to be your comparables. Evidence is going to be pictures of your home that you're going to take with you. If you still have Formica, take pictures of Formica. If you haven't done any upgrades to your house, take pictures of that. And that's where you're going to say, this is what my house looks like right now. How can you say that it's worth 300 when in actuality I know it's worth 200, right? So the lower the number on your taxes, the lower the taxes that you are going to have to pay on a monthly basis. They're ridiculous.
No, they are
so ridiculous.
And,
I'm a complainer about the taxes. I love my city, but shit, honestly,
so one thing for sure, guys. Like I said, our market value, and I'll stress that it did increase. Okay, obviously,
yes, it did.
They went anywhere between 20-25%. Some numbers will tell you they're even been a little bit higher in terms of some of these homes have been able to sell for the last 2 years, and it's been astronomical numbers, and they're great to sellers, and obviously that's going to have some effect on taxes. But I would tell you, most of our clients have all called us, have reached out because all their home property taxes have gone up. So if you haven't seen it, open your mail. Please open your mail. They're in there, or you received it. That is one of the other exemptions that are on there. The district might have gotten it wrong. You haven't gotten it. Those can all be reasons why you want to definitely go and fight it and protest it. But live off those dates that Jackie has shared with you guys, because those are going to be key dates for you. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't do the Edgar and be there, an hour before trying to get everything in. Get it in now so that your properties, you have your true value. You're reaching out to me and Jackie with time. As much as we want to love you guys at the crunch time, we have other people that are also already reached out and made those appointments. And then, you know what, guys, even if you guys are okay with your taxes, it gives you an opportunity to know one of the key factors, and that is, what is the value of my home? It's good to know, right? So if you guys have any questions on just that alone, Jackie and I are here to help you.
I know. Yeah, that is actually true. I want to try it just because I'm stubborn, and I want to try it one more time.
Oh, knock it out.
I did this like 2 years ago, and it worked out just fine. Oh, what happened? Let's see. Share screen.
Let's see here. So
why does it say window or Chrome tab? Let's do Chrome tab.
Let's
try this one.
There and then share.
Share.
Maybe that's the ticket.
Can you see it?
Yeah, we're sharing. We're sharing.
Please tell me. Yeah? Thumbs up. Alyssa, can you see the screen? Yeah! Yes! I don't like to stop, guys. Okay, so if you go to epcat.org, right here is where you're going to do your electronic protest now available, okay? So it's now available. Please click this link, and this is just to secure your date, okay, on getting in there to protest. So you're going to scroll down. Here, you could even watch this little video here.
Yeah,
I can't go over everything right now, but I want you to know that this whole entire website is going to answer 99% of your questions, okay?
Location.
Exactly. This is right off of Trowbridge, and you could literally go in there and file it too if you need to, but I think the two ways that you can normally do it is right now electronically, and two, writing to Central Appraisal District on protesting with the property address, the name, XYZ, okay? And then this is right here, file now. That's where you want to click. No account required. You just basically do the property search and it'll upload, schedule, done. Okay?
That's the easiest.
In person.
Speed.
This is the form. You can click it, print it, fill it out, take it, or do the mail. This is your form 5132. You could protest it on paper and mail it to their office. Okay? It's going to talk a little bit about the appraisal review boards, how they determined. Again, they are a group of civilians. They are not for, I guess they're not the chief, right? The ones that go out there and appraise, they're just there to fight for you. I want you guys to go here to forms. I want you guys to basically, if you haven't already, download the homestead over 65 exemption. If you are not doing this, you need to do this immediately, because I think right now the school districts, the school is like $25,000 up in as far as like value taxes, and it could give a piece of a big chunk for the homestead and over 65. So download that form. You can take it. Yes. I encourage you to take everything to Central Appraisal District because they stamp it right there, and it's filed right there. Then you mailing it, you don't know if they'll lose it, you don't know any of that.
Faxing it or anything like that.
Exactly. Disabled veteran or survivor exemption form, you are 100% exempt from taxes. This is a very great feature on here because a lot of our veterans don't know that. If you were purchasing a home and you do have some type of percentage of disability, you need to let your lender know, and they'll guide you and lead you in that. But after the fact, you can come to fill out this form, right, turn it in, and your exemption will be automatically filed on there.
A lot of our buyers as well, they're law enforcement. I know it's a little different, but if you want to go ahead and omit your name and request for your information to remain confidential, Jackie's right on it. So that's why
this is more for like people who don't want to disclose, because this is public information. So if you go to property search and type in somebody's name and so forth, you can find where they live, and you don't want that. So some people like for us to be super confidential. So you can request for the confidentiality form, go there, file it, and nobody will be able to find where you live, because there are some creeps out there, you know, so you want to kind of get that. I'm not type. Let me see. Calendar. Is it okay? Property tax deadlines, of course, that's just the calendar of when. But right here too, hold on, I want to show you links.
Good links.
Yeah, filing a protest here, filing your homestead, and then appraising property are really good publications and links for you to go to, just in case you want to learn more about the protest, the homestead, and appraising property. So all of these guys you can literally click on and watch the videos so that you can get familiar with the process, okay? Super important, again, that you guys file those taxes. Is there any questions on the board? Or let's go back to StreamYard. Is everybody there?
Stop screen. Awesome.
I hope I shared enough with you guys. And if there's any questions, you guys let us know. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. We have a group full of agents here that can do the market analysis for you. You probably need a good maybe 2 or 3 comparables. Before your visit, we just need pictures of what your home looks like so that we are able to compare it to the properties that are in your area that look very similar. We want the lowest that we can so that you can take that and provide that over when you are providing your evidence to the board.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else?
No, I think that was very good. I apologize for the early part of not being able to share the screen right out the gate.
I don't think you knew how to do it.
But no, I think you're right. I think you're right. You said you did it, and we should have done it with you from the get-go. But no, but again, guys, we share these tips because we want to help you guys out tremendously. As you know, being a homeowner is a very good thing, and it does have some challenges sometimes. And this is one of the times of the year where we just get inundated, we get scared, like I said, we get shocked. But the shocker is not one thing to get you, completely. If you have any questions or anything like that on where to start, I know this is a video. Go back and watch it. But if you still have questions, we're not going to leave you out in the dry, and feel free to reach out and put our number here real quick just so that you guys do have it. Okay. Part of all our real estate needs is helping you file your protest line. So give us a call here at 915-857-HOME, and we'll get something set up for you guys.
Yeah, sounds good, guys. All righty. Have you guys a wonderful Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday, and hopefully we'll get some new good podcasts coming up with some value to add to you.
We have some really good ones coming up. We know the Stevens Home Show is going to be able to bring in some real guys. I'm going to throw it out there. We're going to be having some real guy conversation, and so I'm looking forward to that. I know we had a little bit of it last year, and we'll be bringing all the stuff. Remember, guys, not just real estate here. We like to just bring you El Paso community and what's going on here, events, things that we can get involved with, how you, our audience and our public can get involved as well. We love that. And so, I'm excited. Ms. Jackie, what else?
That's it. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful and blessed Wednesday, and we will see you soon. Go file your taxes.
Go file them.
No, not file it. Oh, I think we should have done that already. Yeah. We haven't even done it. Oh my God. You got to protest those taxes. May 15th is your deadline. So go and file them.
Stay tuned, guys.
Bye, guys.